Hello, everyone. Today we're about to watch this lawyer absolutely destroy the Democrat Party and who they really are. Let's watch.
Of the lawlessness here in Minnesota for the past several years. It started post George Floyd with the riots that were allowed to continue, then burn down portions of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Thereafter, the defund the police movement that was launched into orbit by the Minneapolis City Council and other state officials, including Keith Ellison, who supported it. And then thereafter, here in the state, Tim Walz gave free college tuition, free healthcare to illegal immigrants. So there has been this consistent lawlessness that's been embraced by public officials in the state. And this is just of a piece of it. It's absolutely outrageous that you have lawyers, that you have apparently judges collaborating to frustrate the efforts of federal law enforcement. The administration right now, as you pointed out, are pursuing individuals who have been convicted of other crimes, oftentimes of violent crimes. That's the priority right now. So they're actively thwarting efforts to remove violent criminals who are here unlawfully from the country. It's outrageous. I think these individuals have missed the memo from 2024 that Americans are done with this lawlessness at the border, that they're done with these public officials who.
Oh yeah, this guy's absolutely right. Democrats care more about illegal immigrants than they do about their own citizens. Let's talk about Hurricane Helene for a minute. Kamala Harris thought it was a good idea to give $750 to Asheville, North Carolina, the devastation. Does anyone know that's not enough? You can't just give $750. Yeah, get more than that. It's just disrespectful. Continue.
Upon thwarting the efforts to enforce our federal immigration law, and it has to end here in Minnesota. Well, I think in a lot of ways, the tone starts at the top. We have a governor who in the past compared ICE to terrorists. You have an attorney general in the state who has set out an opinion threatening local law enforcement that they may be held liable civilly in the event of them collaborating with federal law enforcement officials to remove folks. So overall, the tone at the top from the hard left public officials, from Tim Walz to Keith Ellison and otherwise, have set the tone from the top, indicating that ICE should not be cooperated with, that we should not enforce our federal immigration laws. And so you have these attorneys, you have apparently these judges and their clerks embracing that position. Ultimately here, I think we've seen for many years, and the Biden administration was representative of it, that there just simply wasn't a view that we should enforce our immigration law in the country. And this is pervasive here now, despite the fact that Americans rejected that view in November of 2024. Well, you look at the polling out there. Across, even Democrats are very supportive of enforcing our federal immigration laws here. Now, we've seen this tidal wave of public opinion who have said that the tens of millions of illegal immigrants that were allowed to come into our country during the course of the Biden administration, that's outrageous. And here in Minnesota, we're probably a center-left state that might be a little bit softer, but I think the vast majority of Minnesotans believe that our federal law enforcement, our immigration laws need to be enforced, that those here, particularly with criminal backgrounds, violent criminal backgrounds, often need to be deported, and that it's deeply wrong that we haven't been enforcing our federal immigration law for so long. So I believe the vast majority of Minnesotans would be deeply troubled by individuals actively working to oppose the implementation of our federal law. That Minnesota isn't this deep blue state politically. We're getting deep blue policies from the hard left in our state, from Tim Walz and others, but Minnesota is a narrowly divided state, and with real leadership and from those of us who don't subscribe to the craziness coming out of St. Paul, there's a real opportunity in the future for Minnesota.
See, that was I don't know who that was, but he was pretty much talking trash about the Democrats, which is understandable. No one buys this BS guys anymore. It's crazy. These people want open borders. Tim Walz does not care about the country. He's a terrible governor at the moment. He likes transgender surgeries, which I'm not a fan of. And that guy exposed it pretty well. So that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.